Hi, and welcome back to the show. Episode 2. Telltale Batman, the Telltale series. I am on episode 2 right now. My variety show is playing Batman. Telltale series, episode 2. The Return. Cut out a bit before. The broadcast cut out, so I'm gonna... Oh, the game cut out, so it's gonna continue where it left off. Alright. Continue, episode 2. Yes. Continue. I was just in a crucial moment too. I was looking at the alley where Bruce Wayne's parents were murdered, and Batman was recalling what actually went there. Fragmented pieces of his memory were returning to him, with Alfred there to help him. Okay, it's starting again. Alright, let us begin. Again.
I thought I might find you here. The news was
upsetting for both of us.
For both of us.
For both of us. But
you should see this.
You should see this.
I know you come here for solitude, Bruce.
You come here for solitude.
More allegations about his ties to the underworld.
Oh,
this isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
This can't be true.
Tell me, all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce.
Yes, there are.
Maybe there never were.
Yes, there were. There always is. There's angels everywhere.
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
Get the papers.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce.
So?
You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises.
Yes, you
it's
can.
just not possible.
It is possible.
That kind of money
I believe it.
taints you.
Cancel, clear, delete, love and light.
You kept their secrets for them.
I'm trying to help you understand.
Then try harder!
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners.
Wow.
Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door.
Wow.
Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again.
You did it to protect me.
This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption.
It's a fair assumption.
You don't think? You always said it was a simple mugging.
I
In
thought it
20
was.
years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Maybe.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father. Think back to that night, as hard as it might be to do so.
As hard as it might be to do so.
There must be some detail that escaped you.
There must be.
Try to remember, Bruce.
There is no try, there is only do. Oh, the theater. Let us look at the theater.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Considerable gaps?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Do I really want to know?
This is an awesome story. No.
Stay back!
Take whatever you want.
Nothing personal, just business. They told me you had it coming. You don't have to do this.
Oh my.
Don't fuck on me. I was making a mistake.
Oh. Oh my god. So graphic. I don't think they've ever shown it so graphic before.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Batman, the Telltale series. Look at those buildings looking like a bat. GCPD, 8:56 a.m. Ding.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us. Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me. I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
This is a personal matter, Harvey.
Fine, don't tell me. But I hope none of this comes back to bite us. I don't want headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Dent, Mr. Wayne, welcome to the GCPD.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Now, ordinarily,
Thank you,
we'd
Lieutenant.
never let you in to see Falcone, but it must be nice to have a DA in your pocket, Mr. Wayne. Bend the rules whenever you need it.
One hand washes the other, Lieutenant.
Is that how it works?
Of course. Otherwise, everyone has dirty hands.
What he means is, we'll repay the favor in kind.
We'll repay the favor.
I'm
in
gonna
kind.
call you on that.
Nice job bringing in Falcone.
Nice
That
job
son of a
being
bitch
Falcone.
better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya.
I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Thank you, Sergeant.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah, it's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. You say what you gotta say.
Say what you
We'll
gotta
be out
say.
here.
We'll be out here. Episode 2 begins now. The They got him in a cold ass room. That's freezing. It would be freezing in there. Children of Arkham. What a cold ass room.
Hell, Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
You look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
This is nothing. You should have seen me before I became boss. I'd show up all beat to hell. Your father'd sew me back together. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
So that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. But you showed me the door. Got a whole closet full of birthday presents I was never able to give you.
Convince
Holy
me.
family.
Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh? 40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I need you coherent, or you would be gone already.
Oh, there it is. That Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. I think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah. There's a kindness in you. You care about people. Even mean old bastards like me.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
Oh my goodness.
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor!
Stand
Secure this
down.
floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
My goodness. What a mess. Drama. Drama.
We are in deep shit. I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp. This close, we were this close!
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
It just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Someone planned this for a reason.
Even if that's true, the simple fact is she gunned him down in his hospital bed.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Pause.